Hello everyone, welcome to stampwithjenny.com. Today we're going to show you how to make this St. Patrick's Day card with the stripe swipe technique. So let's get started. First of all, the cardstock that we'll be using today, the Garden Green, is cut at 5.5 by 11 and it's folded in half, or you can score it 4 1/4. We have a Whisper White layer. It's cut at 5 1/4 by 4 inches, and a glossy layer at 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches. So I'm going to take the glossy layer first, and with some Bashful Blue ink and a sponge dauber, I'm going to pick up some ink and rub it around on the glossy cardstock. It doesn't have to be perfect. I like it when it's a little streaky. It makes it look like clouds. Okay, so our sky is done. I'm going to set that aside for a second and take a baby wipe. Any baby wipe is fine. I'm going to just fold it till I get an edge like this. And I'm using Ruby Red Reinker. I'm just going to put a drop. Next to that, Summer Sun, Garden Green, and Not Quite Navy. Okay. Then I'm going to start off the glossy cardstock and just swipe it across. I'm going to set that aside for a second to dry. Once that's dry, I'm going to take the Clover stamp from the Holiday Blitz stamp set and ink it up in Garden Green and just ink along the bottom of the cardstock. I want to stamp a few times before I re-ink my stamp. Okay. So I've done that. Now we're going to make our pot of gold for the end of the rainbow. For this, I will need basic black cardstock and my 1 3/4 inch circle punch. Need one of those circles. I'm also going to use the word window punch. Punch out 2 of those in the basic black. And for my shimmer gold cardstock, I need 1 scallop circle. I'll work with my scallop circle first. I'm going to snip this in half, set aside 1/2, and these 2 bottom scallops we don't need, so I'm going to just snip those off. And one of the word windows I'm going to cut in half. And then my 1 3/4 inch circle, I want to cut off about 1/4 of that, maybe a little less, just so you get a straight edge on the top. I'll take the full word window, put a little snail, and attach it to the top of the pot. Flip it over, add a little more snail, and then attach my gold. Okay? And then I want to adhere the legs, so I will put a little more snail and attach the legs to the pot. So that's done. I want to make this pop up off of the glossy cardstock layer. So a few Stampin' Dimensionals. Remove the backing. Adhere it to the end of my rainbow. Isn't that cute? Now for our sentiment, I'm going to take the Happy St. Patrick's Day stamp. This is from the Teeny Tiny Wishes stamp set. I'm going to ink this up in Garden Green also. And stamp. So now I will adhere it to my Whisper White layer. And now adhere this to my Garden Green card base. And you are all set. I just love this technique. Thanks so much for stopping by.